everyone, and welcome to this episode of A Walk with the Warhawks. This episode is presented by Raising Cane's on South Clack. Stop by the Raising Cane's location on South Clack Street, and at the window, mention our show, A Walk with the Warhawks, for a 10% discount on your next purchase. Raising Cane's, proud partner of McMurry Athletics and proud sponsor of A Walk with the Warhawks. Once again, I'm Mike Ezekiel, and today's guest is a special one to me, a guy that I've gotten to know over the last year and a half or so, and a guy that's been at McMurray for 4 years now, heading to his senior season as a football player, Jalen Gomez. Jalen, welcome to A Walk with the Warhawks.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Well, how was your summer?
That was pretty good. It's hot. I stayed here on campus, took a couple of business classes, and so it wasn't too bad. Yeah,
you did stay on campus, and you were always in Abilene. I saw you walking to work quite a bit. You usually walk by our office when you do. So, Jalen, it's been summer, obviously, but today feels a little different, obviously. It's kind of cold and wet outside.
Yep.
Yeah. You didn't have to endure the conditions too bad, did you, today?
No, I stepped in a couple puddles, so that's a problem we'll have to face later.
Well, it looks like we're both dealing with wet feet today, but we're inside. We're not actually taking a walk, but are you ready to take a walk with the Warhawks?
Yes, definitely.
All right, well, let's do it. So, we just mentioned you're heading into your senior season. You've only missed one game in your entire career. So you've had a lot of longevity. You played every game last year and the year before. So, knowing that consistency with you, what's your expectation heading into 2021 with this abnormal setup?
So I guess it's just to stay consistent, stay healthy out of everything. The reason I've been so consistent was only focusing on my health, making sure I'm okay. Being prepared was definitely a big thing. And since I'm getting more time to prepare even more now, since everything's kind of being made up on the fly, it's just staying ready, staying prepared. So I plan to stay prepared, stay consistent for this upcoming season. Just do what I can.
Yeah, you've definitely been a walking example of consistency, and that's really good to have in the program right now, especially with a 5-game season in the spring. It's really going to be an interesting setup. We open up in February against Sul Ross State. Should be an entertaining game, but most of the defense is back, Jalen, including yourself, a couple of other seniors like Josh Smith and some others. What's kind of the expectation for the defense specifically, and what do you hope to accomplish as a defense?
Just to get better every year, individually and as a team, get better. Me and guys like Josh Smith, Ethan Blocker, we've been together. Khalil Rosslin been together for a while now, for a very long time. Just every year get better as a unit, which I think we will. I think our defense is definitely going to improve. We have a really great coaching staff, and I have no doubt we're going to have a great season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you and I actually talked a little bit before the show about what your plans might be with this eligibility waiver, having less time in the season and you're able to play another year if you'd want to. Has there been a lot of discussion with that among the team, or are you just kind of focused on the spring?
Right now I'm just focusing on what's possible. The future is kind of up for grabs, but I plan to come back. That's the plan. Always going to be the plan, is to play as much as I can for the school who's done so much for me. So, but as of right now, it hasn't been too many talks. Just right now, just focusing on what I can do right now.
That's great to hear. And you've actually done a lot for us as well. So obviously, Jalen, we appreciate you. But final question I want to ask you personally, because you're from Waco, La Vega High School, and you were one of the original Waco people on the team. But then it seems like the Waco pipeline has kind of grown at McMurray. We're up to 10 players on the roster for Waco, including a lot of newcomers this year. How does it make you feel to know that we have so many people from Waco, and just talk about the competitiveness of that city?
It makes me feel great, as in, like, when I first got here, wasn't too many guys from Central Texas in general. It makes me feel great because, like I said, back in Waco, there's a bunch of high schools. Me coming from a really great program, knowing there's a lot of other great programs, coming here, not seeing too many people here, to being here now. And like you said, we got 10 guys. So it makes me feel great. It makes me feel like Central Texas is finally getting the recognition it deserves. And so I'm glad to see it. I hope we get some more people.
Right on. Waco represent. Well, Jalen, we've made it to the end. Are you ready for rapid fire?
I am.
All right, rapid fire. All right, Jalen, time for rapid fire. So you've lived in Texas all of your life. First question I want to ask you is, being from Waco and now living in Abilene, you've been in Texas. If you had to live in another state, what would it be?
North Carolina. Definitely North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I always hear great things about it since, like I said, I've never left Texas before. And every time someone else asks me the question or brings up the question, I've never heard a bad thing about North Carolina. And then, Michael Jordan went to school there. So,
Yeah, that's right. He sure did. And, ironically, North Carolina would probably be mine too. And, just on the west side of the state, you get the mountains, you get the Appalachians. But then if you go to the east, you have the coast and you have the beach. So it's kind of the best of both worlds over there. So North Carolina, not a bad pick.
Yeah.
All right. You're a defensive lineman. So what's kind of the thing that you dream about doing as a defensive lineman?
I want to break the single season sack record here, and it is, I believe, 9 in a season, and I plan to break that.
Yeah, you're right. That record was set in, I believe, 2000. So you definitely have the potential to do it. But 9 sacks, is there something just really satisfying about sacking a quarterback?
Yeah, it's a great sense of achievement because you put in so much work and we practice it so much. It's like the crown. It's the crown on your head.
Yeah, it's all the one-on-ones that you go through in practice, right?
Yeah, because everybody else, they can get interceptions, they can get tackles. Of course, we can get tackles. It's hard to get interceptions, but a sack is kind of like our crown jewel. That's what we go for. So to get those, it's a little individual thing. It's a little selfish, but it's my strong.
Hey, it's okay to have dreams. It's okay to have your own thing. Obviously, we know you're team-oriented and want to win a title, but for you personally, getting sacks, it sounds like it's a satisfying feel.
Yeah, it's super satisfying.
All right. So, top 3 sports movies for you of all time?
Let's see. You got Coach Carter.
Good one.
Remember the Titans.
Good one.
And I'm going to go Love and Basketball just because I like Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball is an underrated movie.
It is. Definitely is. I watched it I don't know how many times now.
Yeah. Like if I had to pick a list of underrated movies, sports or not sports, like Love and Basketball is probably on there. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Those are 3 good picks. All right. So you live down the street from McMurry. And like I said earlier, we see you walk by the office all the time, going to work and doing your thing. But when you have free time, because I know you're a busy man with football and school, what do you like to do in your free time?
I'm always playing video games. I do jigsaw puzzles. I like to frame those as like a hobby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm really into creative writing. I like to write stories. I make TikToks. I definitely do TikTok.
Sweet. Well, shameless plug. Do you want to plug your account while we're here?
Yep, go follow me. It's JJAG21. I'm almost at 1,000. I'm 5 away from 1,000 followers. So if y'all would go follow me, that'd be great.
Man, I'm sure there's 5 people watching this right now that would love to go follow you if they're not already, including myself. I will go do that. I don't even have a TikTok. But what's been your favorite TikTok so far?
The one I've made?
Yeah, the ones you made.
Oh, man, there's so many. Usually my content is just for laughs, so I try to make funny ones. My funniest one I think I've made is it was a joke, and it was like when you pass by McDonald's, but your parents say you have food at the house. So I'm just like, I'm giving sad face the whole time. Like I'm at the window, I'm in my bed, I'm just like giving sad face. And at the end, I'm like eating a bowl of noodles and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like this food at the house.
Do you think TikTok's kind of the next thing to overtake the world if it hasn't already?
I don't know. It's good because there's so many social media platforms that I think are balanced. I think it's just like at a time. It's trends at a time. Like when one thing's big, next thing, the other thing will be big. I don't think anything will overthrow anything just yet.
Understood. Yeah. All right. And Jalen, final. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was like, I could be wrong. I don't know. So.
Yeah, dude, you never know with this climate. Technology changes every day. And, a lot of people compare TikTok to Vine, and Vine kind of had its run. And I miss Vine. But
I do too. I wish I did it when it was still around.
Oh, it was great. Jalen, the last thing that we like to ask everybody on the show is what's your favorite thing about McMurry?
Definitely the people and the fact that it's small, which is to some people is weird. To me, it's really good because I always say I feel like I never left high school, which to me was a good thing. It's very like family oriented. I have like a bunch of friends. The classrooms are small. I've gotten to know so many people and I've gotten real close with my teachers. And I didn't even do that in high school, but here it's people are like extremely nice, very family oriented, and I couldn't ask for anything else. To me, that was like the best thing. Yeah,
definitely the small campus and the people are just all so tight knit and great. And That seems to be a consensus answer, but coming from you, being here 4 years, it's good to hear that. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for us, Jalen. Well, thank you for joining the show, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us.
Well, thanks for having me. It's I always wanted to be on the show. So
Yeah, and now you are. I can't believe it took this long to get you on. But ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen, A Walk with the Warhawks, we're wrapping up here. For Jalen Gomez, I'm Mike Ezekiel. Thank you for watching the show.